Hey, it is broadcasting. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our first Follett House Friday. This is going to be a new web series. Every week I'm going to pick a different artifact from our immense historic collection and talk a little bit more about it. Some things will be items that are already on display in the museum. Some things are going to be things that are in storage that haven't been displayed for the public for years. But seeing that this is the first Follett House Friday, I wanted to pick something that represented the Folletts and was a representation of our connection to them. So I picked this. This is one of the newer acquisitions from the Follett family that we got. This is a chair that was actually from this house. It was donated by the Follett's great-great-granddaughter, Penelope Wilson, just 3 years ago now, so not too long ago. She was part of the Follett family, so we do know it was in this house. This type of chair was fairly common for the 18th century. In the 19th century, originally they would have been hand-carved, hand-lathe, turned, but by the mid-19th century, these actually would have been turned on steam lathes. So this is actually an example of what would be one of the earliest mass-produced furniture here in America. Now, you might be wondering, where did this chair actually go in the house? We're not 100% sure. It could have been in any room in this house, and the Folletts didn't write down what furniture was in every room, and we don't have too many pictures of the inside of the house that shows furniture. Our best guess, or my best guess, would probably be it was part of a set for the dining room. As you can see, it has wheels on the bottom, so it'd be easy to push in and out if you were going to be getting up from a table or not. So that's probably where it would have been. Now, those of you who have been to the Follett house and have toured the museum, you're probably thinking, where's the dining room? We never saw one when we were here. Well, you're right. Unfortunately, we are missing part of the house. Mr. Follett died in 1896, and his family chose to sell the house. Before they sold the house, though, they tore down the dining room and what would have been the kitchen. If you can picture in your mind the big bay window that's here at the Follett house, and you look out that way, and we have two houses right next to us. Those houses, when Follett was alive, weren't here. Attached to this house was the big dining room and, of course, the stone kitchen that would have been there. So, unfortunately, we are missing part of the house. The house did go through a lot of changes. Of course, that section was razed in 1896, torn down. A family lived in this house until 1929. From 1929 to 1939, this house was the headquarters of the Works Projects Administration here in Sandusky. After that, it became was acquired by the Sandusky School District and used both as a school of nursing and as the home ec building. We do know we still get patrons who come in who remember taking classes in this building back when it was owned by the school district and used as a home ec building. In the mid-1970s, this building was taken over by the Follett House Society to preserve it. Originally, they let the Sandusky Library use it as their museum space, and then eventually they gave this museum to the library. So the library has owned this building since the late 1970s, early 1980s, and has continuously run it as a museum. If you guys have any questions, this is all new to me, so I'm trying to figure out all the technology as well as try and watch for comments or questions that come in. There is a little bit of a delay between the broadcast, so I'm trying to keep an eye on everything as we go along. So if you have any questions, put in the comments, and I'll wait a second here for us to catch up and see if anyone has any questions. Sorry if you hear the phone ringing in the background. We still have people calling the museum to ask questions. The museum is unfortunately closed because of all the pandemic that's going on, and we are working on a plan to reopen it. But we do not have a date set yet, and once we actually know that date, we will make sure that we share it with the public and get it out. Well, it doesn't look like we're getting any questions. If you watch this video not live and you do have questions, post them in the comments. I'll keep an eye on them and try and answer them as they come in. Hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you next Friday for our next Follett House Friday. Have a great day.